Yeah, it's been a busy week, really. When you think about the prep going into Alabama, and then that trip back, and then you jump right back into games with Riverside and then Northridge, and then obviously with Mayville last night. So there hasn't been a lot of time for these guys. It's been pretty much go. And so today's a really good day off for our players. Riverside game was a little bit of a frustrating game. A really good opportunity to protect their home court, and I didn't feel like we came out with the energy, the life that we needed to. I thought we fought to kind of get back in it and gave ourselves opportunities, but I really feel like we just weren't able to sustain, and it kind of is a little bit similar to the Northridge. I thought Northridge was a better overall effort, but you can't come out the second half. Really, you can't finish a half like we did in the first half. I think the game was close to tied or really close inside about 2 minutes, and then they went on a run and to go into half. And then they came out of that second half and built a 15-point lead. And then at that point, I thought we did some really awesome things to get back in that game. And then when we got it to a one-point game several different times, we just couldn't make the plays or get the stops that we needed to kind of make that final run to close a game. And so it's continually learning. The effort last night with Mayville, our goals were to, we set some team goals to just really make every possession important, really respect the game and who we're playing, and do that by really playing hard and playing as a team. And I thought our guys did a good job of that. The score sometimes can dictate a little bit of how you play, and I thought last night the guys really locked in every possession as best they could, and I think it showed it as the game went on. But a good day off today. We got another opportunity with Riverside on Saturday, and then we get on the road. Come back, we get on the road some more. So it's plenty to do. We are in the middle of this process, and we got plenty to improve on. So we're going to keep the focus on that.
So you don't, out of conference, you don't always get a chance to get another shot at an opponent. How excited are the guys to maybe get a second shot at Riverside?
I hope so. Just the circumstances around that Riverside game, and then just the opportunities we had within it, I think our guys, you should always be excited to play no matter who it is you're playing. But when you get a chance to play a team that just beats you on your home court, I think there's definitely a familiarity to who we're playing. And so you would hope there's not this need for motivation. We've got to come out and play well. They took New Mexico to a really close game last night, so they're playing awfully good. So we've got to go in there and make it about us and continue to be better every possession and more consistent.
What have you liked from the backcourt play so far? Ullman has been really good in A3 as well. Yeah,
I think they're learning as they continue to go, right? I mean, it's a redshirt freshman in Grayson, and it's a true freshman in Anthony, and I think with both of them, there's different things that they're at times doing really well, and there's different things at times that they can be doing better. But it's hard to ask for a lot more out of two freshmen that are you're putting the ball in their hands an awful lot. Really happy, I guess, when it comes to how they're doing, but also when you watch the film, there's things that they need to be doing better and clean up, and it's just you're out there as a leader too when you're kind of playing that role, and we'll play them out there together, and we're going to continue to play them together at times, but they both just from a team in the leadership role and that. That voice and really having that voice and that consistency. There's things that we gotta keep grinding on. But overall, they've really done a nice job for us.
Got a high-level recruit coming in there, Jaden Moore. What have you liked from him?
Yeah, Jaden's the one that we can visit about so far. He's a terrific. First off, he's a really good human being. Really, as a young person, awesome young guy. Comes from a great family, comes from a really good basketball program. As Anthony Smith did, they both are Hopkins high school kids. They play a high-level high school schedule. There's a great amount of accountability with their program and Coach Novak and just the expectations that they have there. So it translates well to that next level because of the accountability and the day-to-day work and competition they go against. he's definitely a guy that's got some more true point guard in him. I think he's a guy that can really find guys and create for others, but he also has the ability and dynamic ability to be a guy that can make really nice plays for himself and find his shot. So high-level football player as well. I think he's the overall number 5 football recruit, and he's the overall number 4 football or basketball recruit in the state. So really, really great high-level athlete, but great person and a really good addition to our basketball program. So excited about him.
The Curtis twins were on the court together, and after the game, they mentioned Micah mentioned that there might have been a little competition between them. To say, they seem to feed off each other's energy. Did
Sure.
you see that kind of? I guess when
it was just Micah literally has had maybe 1 to 2 practices live in the last month. So that was a great sign just to get him out there, almost like a practice yesterday, right? In a way, they're different players. They play a little bit different style. The two of them do. With that loss of practice time, Micah's, there's defensive mistakes, there's things, but the ability to make plays around the rim, the ability to attack, the ability to make things hard defensively, Micah brings something. And then, Marley is a little bit more perimeter, can attack the glass, but a little more catch shoot guy. I think a really good rebounder as well. I'm sure they do. Anytime you've got a sibling rivalry like that, I'm sure there is. The biggest thing is just continue to grow and mature and make it about winning and making winning plays and keeping the mind right and locked in and focused. I think anytime you're young and you're doing this for the first time, the amount of plays that young players can take off in high school, they can't do that in college. So just that attention to detail on every possession, and we're going to see it on made baskets in that Mayville game. We're jogging back, and made baskets in the Northridge game. We're jogging back, and we're getting beat in transition after a made basket. And so it's the understanding of how hard it is you got to play and the intentional how you got to play with such purpose all the time. And that's part of growing up and learning. So it's taking heed of the film you see and learning from each possession and getting better. And as those guys continue to do that, along with Anthony Gray and our older guys really buying into that, it's going to help us. I really believe we're not close to where we can be right now. We are a work in progress, and I like what I'm seeing, but we can't let off the gas.
Is that defensive effort something you guys are honing in on too? Then heading into the this big road trip,
it's just got to be so much better than what it was, and we're doing. There's some things that are really good. We're I think right now in the top 70 or so in forced turnovers, and then we're also in the top 30 or 40 in the country in not turning the ball over. So that's a extra. When you're talking about a +7 type differential or you're getting 7 extra possessions just based on turnovers. That's a win. So defense has got to be better, and we're taking away threes, but because of that, we're getting beat off the bounce better. So our closeouts have to be better. We got to be greater in gaps, and then when that shot goes up, and last night we did a better job of it. But Mayville's a team we should out rebound. We need to be a better rebounding team against our like opponents and Division I opponents, and we were -14 through 3 games with that. So we've got to be better at being physical and being a better rebounding team. So there's plenty to work on the defensive side and rebounding side, and we can't, like I said, can't let up off the gas.
So you guys are heading to UC Riverside. You don't often get a chance out of conference to, I guess, have a chance at a rematch. How excited are you guys to get another shot at them?
Yeah, it's huge. I've been excited to play them again since the time we lost to them. We had about 8 sick players, so we weren't at our full strength. So being able to go out there again, full strength, I think we're going to have a good game versus them.
What's the confidence level like with the offense after last night's performance?
What's that?
What's the confidence level of the offense, just how you guys are shooting?
It was a good confidence booster last night, seeing all the threes go through the net, getting our whole team playing as a team, so I think we'll do pretty good there.
Coach said a couple weeks, or it was after the last loss, that maybe he wasn't super happy with some of the practices. Do you guys feel like maybe that effort last night can get those practices getting a little better, I guess?
Yeah, like I said, with the confidence, it's huge. We agreed with coach that we didn't have the best practices and that we all need to lock in as a team. And the leaders need to lead more. As an older guy, I need to do that job better too. So, yeah, just we got to keep up with the confidence and have better practices and bring those practices to the games.
You've been shooting the ball pretty well too lately. What have you been seeing on the court?
Yeah, I mean, good shooters just got to keep shooting. If you don't see it go through the net, just keep shooting. You know, I didn't start off that good last night, but I kept shooting the ball and ended up, I think, 3 for 7. So just got to keep shooting the ball.
It's pretty cool seeing some of the younger guys show up like they did last night too.
Oh, that's huge. It was good to see everyone get into the game, get a few minutes. Yeah, they've been working hard for it every single practice, so might as well just get them out there playing.
How nice was it too to see such like a well-rounded effort too after maybe consistency was an issue the past couple weeks?
It's huge to see. Again, with the confidence, it's huge to get all the guys out there playing. They work really hard in practice, so.
Offensively, how important is it for you guys to play kind of like loose and maybe coaches talked a lot about like finding your offense or waiting for offense to come to you? How big is kind of playing loose and playing with that?
Yeah, I think we just all need to just trust each other. We all have a good offensive game. We all have a good feel on the offensive side. I mean, 4 of us can all pretty much shoot the ball at a 40% clip out there. So just keep moving the ball around. The ball's going to find you again. You just got to trust your teammates.